We need our weave. I don't wear it, but we need it.
How dare you say that we are not interested in families in the black community?
What black community? It's a black environment with black women and black children in it.
Good women are dead. Evil bitches, rise up! Nigga, please.
Serious.
Give me the money. Give me the money for all that I would do. Give me the money.
It costs a lot of money to bring the real. And yeah, we don't care.
You know what? I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving. If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not. All right.
I want what you white hoes get, and I want it today, ASAP, not tomorrow.
This makes Jim Crow look like Jim Eagle.
I'm telling you, man, this the reason why I be hating niggas, man. I'm telling you, man. It just be us. I be hating niggas, man.
Get those likes up, y'all. Back from the dead, y'all. Back from the goddamn dead. From the pits of Hades. From hell's bad neighborhood. All the way back to the real fucking world. We are back. We are so fucking back. I told you I wasn't leaving.
You know what? I'm not leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
How we feeling tonight, y'all? How are we feeling tonight? We are back firing on all cylinders. Your boy been vindicated. Fresh out of jail. Not only have I been released, all charges have been dropped. The law is on my side. God loves me more than my ex hates me. And life is good. Life is good. We are back. We are back. It was only 2 months ago. It was around mid-November. Mid-November, y'all. We were all gathered here on this fire channel that I've been building up from the trenches. And I was cooking up a classic. The classic is back. If you guys want to go watch the Indigenous full live stream to hear the video that got me clipped for a couple of months, it's back. That's how real my shit is. They had to take a second look and was like, oh, nah, this nigga shit for real. One of these haters must have lied to me. This nigga shit for real. And so they gave me my shit back. And they gave me my monetization back. They gave me everything back. And you know what? And you know what? It just so happened, the timing of it all, when they actually did snatch my channel, you know they keep the money that you have built up in the channel, like account or whatever. But it just so happened that the day that they canceled the channel was also the day that they released the money. So I got my money and I got my shit back. Feeling so fucking good right now.
None of these niggas have motion except for me. There has to be one real nigga left in America, in this damn country.
But since we are back, and it is my mission to bring you a different type of nigga. You know, I've been thinking about that on my little hiatus here while I was trying to rebuild my previous channel. Now that we got 2 fully monetized channels, I can fully maximize the vision I had initially a couple of months ago, where I do all of my live streaming on one channel, and then I can dedicate my edited content on the other channel, which that was, you know, I had a lot more edited content on that channel anyway, but that's what we can do. But I was thinking about the nature of what I want to do here and how I want to proceed going forward with either channel. Now that we're back, I'm just going to be more of me anyway. But what I've come to the conclusion that this internet deserves a different type of nigga. And I'm going to give it to him.
But I remember when I built the pyramids, right? It was tough. It was tough as a motherfucker. You built the pyramids? Yeah, because we was hauling all the stuff up like that. But we did it all with sound, right? We did it with sound, and then we had a blanket. We had sound and we had a blanket. And it came down like that. You know? That's what I was tripping on. Hold on, don't move. We cool. What? I just want to keep him in check in case any evil spirits come in while I'm trying to commune with my other. Hold on now. Don't make me take the clip out. Hold on, baby. We cool. Huh? But I remember.
As I was saying, this internet deserves a different type of nigga, and I'm going to give it to him.
Somebody had to do it. I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it.
And it is Black History Month. And being a historical nigga as I am, I enjoy all the antics that happen around Black History Month. And one of the things that's going on right now, this is one of the first Black History Months where the FBA movement has kind of taken hold. And so we're going to talk about some of this FBA stuff. And really, we're going to focus on a target here, Deontay Kyle. He had some interesting comments about this whole FBA thing. And it seems like FBA is really an existential threat to this whole concept of Pan-Africanism. And that's just a shame, but I am not here to be your friend, and neither are the FBAs, apparently.
I mean, we don't have black newspapers. We don't have black radio stations. 5 corporations control the media. So that there is a difference. I don't blame the young people, because you didn't, in our previous history, you didn't have to teach people what it meant to be black. There was continuity, but now we are, because most of our history, we have been a Southern people, but now we are 2 and 3 generations removed from the South. And now you have all this confusion about gender or identity and sexual orientation identity, where women, black women, identify as female gender before they do, and gays who identify as gay before black. And now you have the census with all these different definitions. Are you Hispanic, white, Hispanic? And now we have new, quote, black people here. You have black people from Africa and from the West Indies who don't have America's history behind them. So, I remember, being in Harlem, being passed by black cab drivers, well, phenotypically black, or getting off the, flying to DC, and you have African or Indian, Bengals that may or may not pick you up because they want to take white people to Virginia, to the suburbs. So there's a great confusion about race in America today.
I'm not confused. I am not confused. In this country, black means the descendants of the American slavery system. That's basically how blacks became a thing in this country. All those other dark-skinned melanated people, those are Nigerians and Ghanaians and Eritreans and Nigerians. Did I say that one? What else you got? Moroccan. Well, not so much Moroccan. The Somalis, whatever. Those niggas, they may have some melanin, but they're not quote unquote black. All right. There can only be one type of real nigga, and the American nigga is it. All those other niggas are trying to play catch up.
This movie was a very interesting opportunity for me to do some research about my lineage, and I had that opportunity before with the Panther films. And in that situation, me being a foundational Black American, my family has been here, for over 400 years, essentially, in North America. But the Panther films allowed me to travel back to the continent of Africa and spend time there and contemplate our distant ancestry.
Speaking of the Panthers, that one Black Panther guy dropped his flag, y'all. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. I had that video in here somewhere, buried in my bookmarks. But yeah, that one Black Panther guy, they made that nigga quit. They like, yo, you can't be doing that shit in my name no more. They was like, listen, you're a little too multicultural for the movement, bro. We're gonna have to ask you niggas to stop with all this Black Panther bullshit. It just wasn't working out the way we thought it was. It's crazy. It's crazy because you know why? From an organic level, Black Americans are just kind of over the Pan-Africanism of it all. And it's not even born out of some like bitter animosity per se. It's really more of a protective thing. It is a defensive posture at this point. It is a stay off my lawn type of movement. Like, just because these niggas kind of low-key resemble me from afar, these niggas think they can just get on my lawn and stay there. It's that type of shit. Like, nah. Get your black ass back.
As it relates to the continent, as it relates to the diaspora, this movie afforded me the opportunity to go back to my more recent lineage, 100 years or so, and go back to, the Mississippi, a state that I had never been to. I'm almost 40 years old, and my matrilineal grandfather. This movie was a very interesting opportunity for me to do some.
Here, I got the movie. I got the clip right here. Look, let me show you this nigga, man.
All power to the people. As everyone knows, I'm Paul Birdsong. I got a message from Aaron Dixon today.
I want you to know, I want to say this definitively. The FBA movement broke the gay diversity Panthers, y'all. They are no longer called the Black Panthers. They are called like the Rainbow Lion Pride or some shit. Whatever it is, they are no longer being called the Black Panthers. They have been broken against the shield of the FBA movement. Hold the line.
Saying that he no longer supports us. That after he gave me orders to make a video saying that him and other members were coming, that he withdrew his support. That he said that this situation is unimportant to him, even though my comrades have risked their lives and spent thousands of hours of their time and dollars and life standing behind a cause.
Yeah, fighting for Somalians and crazy liberal broads, that is not the move, bro. Black folk are not really interested in dying for a random Somali or some crazy liberal broad. Like, most of us have better things to do, all right? Even the niggas that sell drugs and scam all day, they got better shit to do. Almost everybody has better shit to do than that, bro.
You know, he said he's going to make a statement saying no one has the right to call himself a Black Panther going forward. I told him to make sure that he put in that statement that he did, in fact, give us the right to call ourselves that, because I still have the messages where he did, just in case he doesn't. And I put in there also, make sure that you put in there that Emory Douglas did give us the right to wear that emblem, because I still have the messages where that happened too. But as it stands, because of that, because of me and my comrades risking our lives and all the heat that we went under, because of the counter-revolutionary practices, because we don't believe in Black nationalism, like Bobby Seale said in the video that I shared on my page earlier, that Black nationalism is acquiesce to racism, and that we don't stand like that we're internationalists and intercommunalists, just like Huey Newton said. We will no longer identify with this flag. We will no longer identify ourselves as the Black Panther Party for self-defense.
The nigga dropped his flag. You understand what that means in gang terms? You dropped your flag, bro. You got punked out of your gang, bro. I thought you was ready to die about this shit. I thought you was ready to die about this shit. Shout, you know what? Let me address the memberships out there. Shout out to Andre. He says up that membership price to at least $500. You are absolutely right. I just got the controls back like in the middle of the night. Like, I swear to God, I was working last night. I was up driving, and I noticed a flood of emails coming in, but it was coming from the wrong channel. I'm like, why are they coming in on this channel? This channel dead. And I looked back and the channel was alive again. So I got to go back and redo all those things. I'm going to focus on getting this channel back to where it was before. I'm going to do all of my live streaming on the Hood Servative 2 channel. I'm going to officially rebrand it Hood Servative Live, but I want you guys to follow me on this other channel that I've been growing with 1,800 subscribers and all that. And we're going to fix the membership pricing and all that. If you get in now, you got in good. But that being said, shout out to the lovely First Lady of the church, Miss Cantrell, gifting memberships. We got 10 new members. Everybody say thank you to the First Lady, y'all.
Get it again. Okay, I'm going to say it again. I come in the name of Jesus. Repeat it after me, bitch. I come in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit.
Shout out to all the new members out there. Shout out to the old members who became new members again. Appreciate you all following me on this long YouTube journey. Some of you guys been here for a long time, and God knows I appreciate that so much, because I really couldn't do it without the support, with people like you telling me to keep going, people like you guys asking me why you don't post anymore, where you been, what you're doing. Thank you all so much, man.
We're going to take OG from the town's advice. We're going to take the name that he decided to put out there. We're going to call ourselves the Black Lion Party for International Solidarity. Reason for the international solidarity is because we will stand with the immigrants. We will stand with the people being terrorized for ICE. Going forward, these Panther patches will no longer be on my uniform.
They ripped their patches off. They dropped their flag. They ripped the patches off. FBA punked the gay Panthers. The FBA movement has low-key punked the gay Panthers. They said, nah, you niggas wasn't real black nationalists. Y'all on some foreigner shit. We not really having that foreigner vibe no more. That was last year. This year, we worried about ourselves, nigga.
Me and my comrades stand independent. We are willing to work with any organization that stands for the rights of every living person. Any organization that stands against imperialism, attacking immigrants. Now, if you're out here raping people and killing people and selling drugs and different stuff like that, yeah, deport them. But those people out there that are just working hard, trying to provide for their families, trying to escape the guerrilla warfare and the cartel warfare that's happening in their countries, to come for that promise of the American dream that the United States of America Incorporated lies about, we feel that they shouldn't be bothered, and we're willing to stand beside them to ensure that they're not. All power to the people.
All power to the people.
And you know, another problem with this type of Pan-African, just blindly, I love everybody who's not white type of movement, is that you haven't really thought through your position. Meaning, black people are the only people fighting for everybody else. Nobody else is fighting for everybody else, right? Everybody else is fighting for themselves. But somehow, black people feel as though we have to spend our energy fighting for other people to basically have the things that we should have had. And the worst part of it, the peak of the irony, is that Africans themselves are not, have never been, nor will they ever be Pan-Africans. Africans hate Africans, my nigga.
I love how you guys are all liars. You know what I love about being African and not looking or sounding African is that I have experienced racism from Africans not knowing that I'm African. I've traveled Africa. I've traveled. See, I'm well cultured. I'm well traveled, right? And everybody assumes that I'm Black American. And most times I don't try to correct them because I want to see how they perceive me. I want to see how they treat me. They treat me differently until they figure out that I'm African. Until I put my foot down and be like, ah, my guy, I'm African bad girl, I'm Nigeria, baby, relax. I have experienced racism from immigrants in Africa because they thought I was a kata.
I thought black people can't be racist, though. You know the irony about this whole black people can't be racist argument? The only people that black people can officially be racist to is other black people, or at the very least, other non-white people. If you ever noticed that, that is the only official acceptable racism that black people can like engage in proudly without being called out. But technically, black people can't be racist unless they're being racist to other black people. That's the only way that ever happens, y'all. But generally, from what I hear, black people can't be racist. It's ironic, I know.
They treat me differently until they figure out that I'm African. Until I put my foot down and be like, ah, my guy, I'm African bad girl, I'm Nigeria, baby, relax. I have experienced racism from immigrants in Africa because they thought I was a kata. So again, you guys can lie because it makes you feel good because you know now the truth is coming out. But like I said, a lot of you immigrants, not just Africans, you come here and think you're better than Black Americans because what the oppressors have told you. You all side with the oppressors because they told you Black people are wild, they're ghetto, they're this, they're that. The evidence is there. You can lie all you want, but the evidence is there. Thank you.
They not like us. They not like us. You guys remember that? What happened to They Not Like Us? You guys know how deep that cuts, right? When I think of They Not Like Us, I'm not thinking about Drake and Canadians.
And if Black History Month is for all Black people everywhere, all Black people in America everywhere, then why did the Black African diaspora do this? Why did they go to Congress and ask for September to be designated as African Diaspora Heritage Month? See? 2025, to direct the president to designate a month as African Diaspora Heritage Month. As you can see, it was introduced January 30th, 2025. The subject and policy area is what?
Them niggas want their own month. Black History Month not good enough for you niggas? All of a sudden, you niggas think you too good for Black History Month? What, 28 fucking days in February ain't good enough for you niggas? You niggas get over here like, I need my own dinner. I need a month for me now. The Akata have a month, I need a month too. Oh, these niggas need their own shit now. You see how it works? They don't want to be with you. They want their own thing.
And if Black History Month is for all Black people everywhere, all Black people in America everywhere, then why did the Black African diaspora do this? Why did they go to Congress and ask for September to be designated as African Diaspora Heritage Month? See? 2025, to direct the president to...
They didn't even want to call it Pan-African Month. They didn't want to say, oh, we all in it together month. This is the month of these niggas who ain't like those niggas over there. I see what you niggas are doing.
Designate a month as African Diaspora Heritage Month. As you can see, it was introduced January 30th, 2025. The subject and policy area is what? Is what? Immigration. Immigration. You know why? Because Black History Month is for Black Americans who are not immigrants. Who are not immigrants, who are not from a Caribbean country, who are not from an African country. We are not immigrants. Black History Month is for Black Americans. It was created by a Black American man to acknowledge and celebrate the achievements and historical accomplishments of Black American people.
Right. And they don't feel as though Black History Month represents them. So they want African Nigga Month. That's what they want. They want non-Black Nigga Month. All right. All the other niggas that aren't Black like me, they want their own month. The irony.
And y'all know that. That's why y'all put y'all monies together to lobby for an African Diaspora Heritage Month to be celebrated in September. That's why y'all have abdicated and even successfully obtained Igbo days.
See, look, even the white man is like, I thought we were bringing in more blacks. What's up with this boobity boopity shit? What's up with this oogity boogity month bullshit? I thought we were bringing in more Black Americans. Even the white man is starting to look around like, you know what? These aren't the niggas I was promised in the brochure, all right? When I saw the brochure, it was a completely different set of niggas. These are not the niggas that you showed me in the brochure. Bunch of ooga booga niggas running around over here. What the fuck is this?
Right? In North Carolina, in Maryland, in Texas. So y'all know better. Please stop playing in our face.
They want their own month, y'all. Black History Month isn't for them. They need Ooga Booga Month so they can feel celebrated in America, so they can feel special. They need their very own Ooga Booga Day. It's crazy when you think about it, isn't it? Crazy work. Shout out to the big homie Jamar with the 50 ball, just supporting the content. Appreciate you so much for the support, bro. Big time support. We jumping straight out the gate. Thank y'all so much. Getting those numbers up. This is how you fight the shadow ban. You just start your own other channel and get that shit popping again. That's how we fight the shadow ban. Shout out to my man Jamar with the big 50 ball, y'all.
It costs a lot of money to bring the real. Yeah, we don't care. We don't care. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, gift stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine like jet flying, son of a gun, the biggest star of them all. It costs a lot of money to bring the real world champion on location. Only Leonardo and Ricky. We do it better than everybody else. Don't wrap me up. No.
Better than everybody else. We do it better than everybody else, y'all. Hit that fucking like button. We do it way better than everybody else. I am bringing you the real. I promised you a different type of nigga because you deserve it.
Okay, so Shabuzi wins a Grammy and decides to get on the stage and say that immigrants built this country. And I know that right now everything is like really, really sensitive for immigrants. I mean, y'all see me posting about stuff constantly. I mean, I'm fighting for my life over here sometimes on TikTok when I just say one word and they trying to give me guidelines and I have to fight it. But I say this with my full chest. Shabuzi has been a problem, and we as Black people need to stop letting people in and giving them accolades just because they dark skin and have locks. Because the reality is,
you know what? I'm not a fan of Afro beats. And I don't really like these Africans doing country music. Look, I'm not even a fan of country music. But I feel like you need to leave that white man alone. Get that white man his guitar back. You stole that guitar, didn't you, boy? Shabuzi stole that guitar, didn't he?
He got on that stage and said this country was built by immigrants. No, this country was built by foundational Black Americans. We have been here since 1619, and actually prior, because there are Black people that are indigenous to this country that were not part of, from Africa. And for him to say that, it just continues to completely erase everything that foundational Black Americans have done, which I find happens often with a lot of Black immigrants. And this is why I say we as Black people, we love to lift up our people. If they Black, yeah, we going for them. But I think it's time we get to a point where it's like, if you're not for the Black people that built this country, then you ain't for us. Because this man has continuously showed how problematic he is. Let's talk about his Tipsy song, where he had a bar full of fucking white people and in the music video. A bar full of white people, and he's a Black country artist. And we had an issue with that. Now I see he won the Grammy for doing a damn song with Jelly Roll, who's a major fucking MAGA. That's a problem. To find out that, when he was younger, his football coach couldn't pronounce his name. That's why they call him Shabuzi, because that's not even his dude's name. But he changed it because white folks couldn't pronounce it. As opposed to correcting people and making them say his name properly.
I think his name was probably Shududu. And the white people don't have letters or any type of symbols to properly write that word down. He was like, Shudu. And they were like, how do you spell that? And he was like, Shabuzi, nigga. Just call me Shabuzi.
And now he's on here saying that immigrants built this country on the first fucking day of Black History Month. That is about us, not about the immigrant Black folks.
Yeah, yes, bro. Yes, Bandit. Black Americans are having a for us, by us blood feud right now. This is gang shit. This is territory. I want my corners. Get off my block. You don't belong here. We don't do that in this neighborhood type of shit. I'm just saying, listen. Black folk, we have to do our part in keeping people out, all right? Black folk, we have to do our part in keeping everybody else out. Don't let the white man have all the fun. We got to kick some of these niggas out too.
It's about the Black people that actually built this country. The White House was built by Black people. Cotton fields, Black people. Tobacco fields, Black people.
Yeah, cotton, nigga. You don't remember those commercials? The touch, the feel of cotton. We did that shit, nigga. That was us, nigga. We the reason you wanted to touch and feel that shit, nigga. Gotta own that slave shit. What you wearing right now? Cotton. That's all I'm saying. Own that shit.
We can go on and on about the things that Black people done. Most of the inventions that are used Black people. And the reality is that immigrant Black people have the opportunities they have because of Black people that were born here. So for me, I'm gonna need these Black publications to stop posting him. One Music Fest, you got him on there and you're clapping for him saying that. I thought y'all was Black Americans that ran it. What the hell? I really need y'all to really understand what is being said and understand that taking the credit away from the people that built this country is highly fucking problematic. And he continues to show that.
Yeah, apparently Shabuzi pissed everybody off, and it looks like I'm having a little bit of a delay on the other channel. It says I'm monetized, and when I pull it up on my end, I can super chat myself apparently, but you might have to give YouTube a day or two to catch up rather. If you guys want to support the movement, you got to catch me back on the main channel. I appreciate all the support coming through on the main channel anyway. I just saw somebody drop something in here. And shout out to Miss Cantrell gifting out more memberships. Oh, listen, man, this is why she's the first lady. Y'all got to say thank you, man.
Get it again. Okay, I'm going to say it again. I come in the name of Jesus. Repeat it after me, bitch. I come in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit.
Everybody say thank you to the First Lady gifting out memberships. The church is growing overnight. We're going to build this back up brick by brick. Remember that, y'all? We doing that again. We ain't never stopped. Appreciate y'all being here, though. We are building this thing up. Shout out to True Hype with the 5-ball. Can't block the hood, man. To deny the hood is to deny the community itself. You know, I was thinking about that at one point. You know, I realized I have this very unfortunate habit. A lot of the people that I get on panels with and argue with, and I'm probably going to do a little bit less of that going forward too, but a lot of the people that I've gotten on panels and argue with, I realized one of the things I've been doing is reminding themselves about the part of themselves that they hate the most. And so they take it out on me. It is what it is. You can't block the hood, bro. If you hate yourself, if you hate me, it's because you hate yourself, and that is unfortunate. I feel sorry for you. Shout out to True Hype with the $10. Isn't it funny how people that don't pay for your stuff think you got to do everything the way that they need you to move? The immigrant talk, he should have known it wasn't the move, though. Listen, they don't know it's the move until you make them know. That's what it really boils down to. You got to have a rulership mentality. Black folk need to feel as though we own this country. Never mind, you know, the white man and all that. We got a little co-ownership, majority, minority deal situation with the white folk. That's a whole other issue. But outside of that, we have to feel as though we own this country in the face of all the other people. All right? There's a whole lot of other people around the world that want our shit, and you're not going to defend it vigorously unless you feel like you own it. It's your shit, and I'll be damned if a nigga take my shit. That's how you got to feel about your country. And shout out to everybody supporting the show. Smash that super chat button from me, y'all.
Hulk! Smash! Smash you! Yeah! You make Hulk angry. You not like Hulk angry. Hulk no like fighting girls.
It's one thing and one thing only that African people care about, including me myself. I come to your country. I don't care where it is. I am here to make money. That's just the sad reality. But it is the reality. Me as myself, when I went to Nairobi, when I lived in Kenya, I went to take. When I went to South Africa, I went to take. When I went to Dubai, I went to take. I did not go to build the countries, because in my country where I come from, I am poor, and I left my country because there's nothing for me to do. I didn't see any ways of getting rich in my country, so I decided to come to other countries to do something for myself. So unfortunately, I can't tell my African American brothers and sisters that when African people come to America, expect them to build with you. No, we're here to take. We are here to take. The American government, like right now, it's welcoming immigrants like nobody's business. Every African person who is in a dire situation or who sees there's an opportunity for me to get a green card, they will do whatever it takes to come to America, knowing very well that the government right now is prioritizing foreigners instead of its own people, which is not my fault. My own business is to come there and grab whatever I can. And if your government is supporting me to take as much as I can, who am I to refuse? Who doesn't want to live in America? So don't be surprised when you see these African men or African women get with older men or older women just to get the green card. That is what we do because we are in a dire situation in our countries. So we are running away to come to your country so we can have a better life because, I mean, who does not know about the American dream? And then if we come and then Joe Biden pampers us and forgets that he has Democrats to take care of, it's none of our business. That's the reality. That's the reality. When we come there, don't expect us to build America for who? You have a lot we are here to take. That's the truth. And I know I might sound arrogant, but I'm not a person who sugarcoats the truth. So when we come to your countries, just know we are not here to have mercy on you. We are here to take.
True Hype asked a great question. Funny how this brings me to the question, what does it mean to be an American? I think a lot of Black America is kind of facing that question without quite naming it that, but in the face of all this anti-FBA, this Black immigrant encroachment, a lot of the native Black population is at least approaching that concept of what it means to be Black in America, what it means to be American and Black, and then what it means to be American. And now you have to resolve a point of friction if you're going to move forward with any strength. America is for you. It's not for these other niggas. It is not for these other niggas. America is not for these other niggas. These other niggas are not really, they aren't accustomed, they aren't acclimated. They're not ready for the kinds of shit we do. They're just not like, America created a special type of Black people just for America. And we don't really need a whole bunch of them other niggas coming over here ruining what we built.
And I said it from the start, this is advanced darkness. This is heart of darkness. This is the jungle drum. This is the fertility goddess of chaos. They're literally going to eat your balls. They're going to cut your fucking nuts off and eat them.
Whoa, what? They're gonna what? Is all I'm saying. We are special. Not everybody gets to be special, bro. The American Negro is a special thing. And all the history of the Negro ain't nothing like us. And they come over here dying to be us, and we can't just let them have it. This juice too good to just give this shit away. I'm trying to tell you.
FBA, the Foundation of Black Americans. These niggas ain't involved in nothing outside. They ain't doing shit outside. They're on the internet looking for niggas that look just like them to degrade and call tethers all day. I don't see these niggas doing no work against none of these fucking Nazis, none of these fucking Klansmen, nothing. All I see is them niggas calling out other Black people all day. FBA, the Foundation of Black Americans. These niggas ain't involved in nothing outside.
Yeah, niggas really mad at this FBA thing right now, man. I don't know why it's that hard for people to conceive of a unique Black American identity. All these other niggas get to be unique. All these other niggas get to be their own type of thing. Why can't Black American niggas be their own type of thing? Why they gotta share their thing with everybody else who don't want to share that? Imagine being the only person who has to share something at the buffet.
There's an internet psyop taking advantage of undereducated African Americans called the FBA movement. FBA stands for Fear of Being African, I think, and it's causing a sect of African Americans who didn't graduate high school for the most part to grab onto certain catchphrases and hot terms to disparage African people and distance themselves from their own African ancestry. They claim they've always been in America, and the Native Americans are really the ones who came over to America. Or like, it's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Something I noticed about these people online is that every single one of their accounts look a lot like bot accounts. And the ones that aren't bot accounts, you can tell by their profiles that these are losers. These are people that contribute nothing to the African American community, but they're so proud of being African American based on I don't fucking know what. And I'm an African American. I'm very proud of my ancestry. I'm proud of the things that we've accomplished. I'm proud of who we are, but we're African people that.
What does that even mean then? If you're proud of it, what does that mean? You're so proud of it that it doesn't motivate you to defend that legacy, to protect that lineage. You're so proud of it, you don't feel as though it's something worth maintaining and carrying forward. You're so proud of it, you're willing to just share it with the world. You want to give it away to niggas who wasn't shooting with you at the gym? That's how your pride work, nigga?
We're born in America. And the most intelligent thing we can do strategically and socially and politically is to connect with the continent. Otherwise, if we isolate ourselves in the Americas, we will get genocided.
I told you, these niggas got a weird race kink, man. They really do have this weird white man gotta oppress me. Like you just don't feel right if the white man not oppressing you. I'm telling you, these niggas literally can't get off without a boot on their neck. Like they got to imagine, they have to at least think really intensely about the white man's boot on their neck just for them to finally get that. Like they really have a race kink. The nigga really think he about to get genocided.
So whoever is behind this psyop wants you all to get murdered. You're distancing yourselves from Caribbean folks and African people saying they want to be us, and like it's the dumbest shit ever. I just want people to be aware of it. Don't fall for it. It's like the African American MAGA, meaning you're getting nothing out of it. And it's always the lowest of us, literally the lowest of us, the least intelligent, the least attractive, the least wealthy are holding on to that just the same way the worst white people hold on to MAGA, you know?
You know, it's really ironic how a lot of the more comfortable, well-placed, allegedly educated black folk believe that they've been oppressed the most. Like the niggas that have the most believe they have been oppressed the most. Don't you think that's ironic? This nigga got doll hair. He said you got doll hair.
Like Dr. Umar said, if you don't want to be African, fine. Stay the fuck away from us. Okay? And don't speak for us. Don't speak to African people on our behalf. Don't speak to Caribbean people on our behalf because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay? They're not trying to steal your identity or steal the reparations that you will not get from America. So let us smart people connect with the continent, connect with our heritage, connect with who we are. Foundational. What the fuck? The founding of what? America, a genocidal white supremacist country that's owned by Israel. But you guys have been in America. You're so proud. You're a bunch of fucking dummies.
You know what? That nigga really deserves a hose mad.
Hose mad, hose mad, hose mad, hose mad, hose mad, hose mad.
This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me because I didn't get a single apology.
Time has expired.
My life was threatened. Thank you.
Hose mad, hose mad, hose mad, hose mad, hose mad, hose mad, hose mad.
FBA, the Foundational Black American.
These niggas ain't involved in nothing outside. They ain't doing shit outside. They're on the internet looking for niggas that look just like them to degrade and call tethers all day. I don't see these niggas doing no work against none of these fucking Nazis, none of these fucking Klansmen, nothing. All I see is them niggas calling out other black people all day.
Deontay Kyle, the host of Grits and Eggs podcast, has gotten some serious pushback recently because he decided to discredit Black Americans who embrace the term foundational Black American, and Deontay specifically attacked Tariq Nasheed.
You got niggas like Tariq Nasheed gaining such a following because he's abusive in his verbiage, he's abusive in his rhetoric, and he's here to divide, and his psychology is that of a pimp.
Deontay, who was literally yelling into his mic, raising his blood pressure, is trying to take down Tariq and frame him as some evil person with a dark past. But the problem is Deontay doesn't have any real dirt on Tariq. So what does he use? A dating book Tariq wrote when he was 25. The book, released in the year 2000, called The Art of Macking. Now, for the younger folks or anyone who doesn't know, macking is what people called Riz or rizzing back in the day. Same thing, different era. Essentially, Deontay is trying to frame Tariq as some grandmaster pimp because of a pickup artist book he wrote 3 decades ago. Deontay not only calls Tariq a pimp, he calls him abusive. Yes, he said the word abusive, which is obviously smear framing because Tariq roasted callers during online debates. Mind you, all the callers called into Tariq's platform to literally disrespect Black Americans, and of course Tariq would flame them up. But Deontay is using the response to disrespect as abusive. You can't throw the first punch, then claim you're a victim after you lost the fight. That's not abuse. That's just losing a debate and being upset about it. Tariq Nasheed has released multiple books, produced films, and built a museum without taking a single dollar from any corporation. We've never seen Tariq accept sponsorships. You've never seen a Tariq video start with "Today's content is brought to you by DraftKings." That's intentional, because once you accept establishment money, you invite influence. Money always comes with expectations. Now compare that to Deontay Kyle, the PayPal Panther. He's aligned with the establishment through the Grits and Eggs podcast under Cake Media with corporate partnerships and promo codes.
HelloFresh doesn't make you a better cook. It just gives you go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first order with code GRITS at checkout. That's 20% off of your first order.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to get paid. But let's be honest, podcasters want clicks, views, and relevance.
This nigga got a contract with Uber Eats or some shit. This is not your hero.
Nobody's trying to go back to delivering packages. So when you want money, access, fame, and establishment validation, the trade-off is clear. You say what you're told to say and you promote what you're told to promote. And right now, the establishment's agenda is obvious. Make sure Black Americans don't organize around their own lineage.
You know the irony of the type of shit she's talking about? Like, he was delivering packages. So theoretically, the nigga used to work for Amazon. Then he quit, started doing well on his YouTube podcast. Niggas start blowing up, start getting noticed by other people, start signing deals, start making connections. And now the nigga still works for Amazon. Ain't that a fucking bitch? The nigga, you still work for Amazon. Holy shit. Ain't that crazy? Nigga, the nigga arc is incredible. Came all this way just to come back. The nigga still works for Amazon. It's amazing when you really think about it. Everywhere you go, there you are with your Amazon vest on. Incredible.
FBA, the Foundational Black American. These niggas ain't involved in nothing outside. They ain't doing shit outside. They on the internet looking for niggas that look just like them to degrade and call tethers all day. I don't see these niggas doing no work against none of these fucking Nazis, none of these fucking Klansmen, nothing. All I see is them niggas calling out other Black people all day. That's divisive as fuck.
What work would you like people to do against these Nazis? And where are these Nazis, by the way? Who are you talking about? You want Black people to go out there and fight the ICE people? You want us to fight the Iceman? Niggas do not need to get out there trying to wrestle with the Iceman. Do you see what happened to the last white people that started wrestling with the Iceman? Why would you niggas get out there and do that? Why would he advise you to go out there and wrestle with the Iceman when the Iceman is clearly smoking white people left and right? The Iceman is not playing right now. The Iceman is living up to his reputation, all right? He is encouraging Black people to get out there and go wrestle with the Iceman. No, stay your Black ass home. Take your kids to school. Spend time with your baby mama. Do all the things. Let these other niggas get capped by the Iceman, bro. That nigga is not playing. I do not want to wrestle with that nigga right now. He mean business. The Iceman cometh is all I'm trying to tell you niggas, man. Stop playing with these folk. How many more white people have to die before you niggas get the message? God damn.
Questioning niggas. Where you from? Where was you born? Nigga gotta show you your freedom papers? Damn, massa. I gotta show you the Freedom Papers. Who is these niggas on this nag? Bunch of motherfucking Stevens over there trying to check a nigga blood.
Damn. You know, it's crazy you say shit like that because the internet right now is talking about you being adopted. I don't know how true that is, but I know from just an internal standpoint, that has to just like bother you at some level. You know, the nigga adopted, but he pro-black, so he can never really know what type of black he really is. You know what I mean? Like, weird things like that be swirling around in the nigga mind when, you know, like, nigga, like, who my dad? Who my mom? Who the fuck am I? You know? And now you up here questioning other niggas' embrace of their identity. It's very ironic you would say these things, nigga. Matter of fact, who your people? Where your people from? Oh, I forgot.
Freedom Papers? Damn, massa. I gotta show you the Freedom Papers. Who is these niggas on this nag? Bunch of motherfucking Stevens over there trying to check a nigga blood. Want to check a nigga papers. Sound like ICE. Another 3-letter organization. Healing and perspective, or hate speech and fear mongering. But a lot of us only know how to be in community with abusers. So when niggas start talking about healing.
Now, notice he says a lot of us only know how to be in community with abusers, right? But all he does is go on the attack. You never make a logical, laid out, plain A to B type of argument. You never take an appealing stance of like, I'm your brother, I'm your friend, I'm here to help you. You don't use any of the traditional advertising methods, right? You don't do any of the things. You don't do anything that make a nigga want to buy. All you do is talk shit, but then you get out there and be like, these niggas divisive. You divisive. All these niggas do is talk shit. You talk shit. All these niggas do is hate. You a hater. With a retarded hat. I know, like, it's crazy. You all those things with a retarded hat on. Like, come on, my nigga. Come on. What are we even doing? This is what happens. Like, you be willing to let niggas live, and then they start getting all out of their body and shit. Like, bro, you a fat nigga with funny hats, my nigga. Chill. Just go live and be happy. Shout out to True Hype. He said he a Bezos bottom. I tell you, that nigga went on the whole Amazon circle. He went on the whole Amazon loop. Nigga went 360 to come right back to working for Amazon again. It's crazy how life come at you, man. You got to be careful. You got to be more careful. And you know what the irony is? You was probably more free when you were working for Amazon in the beginning. Now that you really signed in with the big boys, you are way less free. This is not a free nigga. This is a corporate sponsored nigga right here. The nigga got to do branding deals. He gotta stop talking about freedom and revolution to sell you an Uber Eats deal. The nigga got to stop talking about the revolution so he can tell you about Waymo. He has to interrupt this important message so he can tell you about this fucking deal from Fresh Direct. This nigga not a revolutionary. This nigga is a salesman.
When niggas start talking about organization, we start talking about inclusion, we start talking about mass communal practices. You've never seen that. That's not your experience. That's not where you feel comfortable. Calling niggas names, checking niggas verification. What hood is this? What hood is that? Now, if we was gangbanging and killing each other, it would be a problem. But it's not a problem when a nigga asks where you from, and it's on the internet, and it's on the basis of a culture that we created out of.
You really feel some type of way about that. Only a nigga that don't know where he from will feel some type of way about getting asked where you from. Nigga ask me where I'm from, I can give you a whole resume. I got a whole dossier, nigga. Let me tell you about my daddy's daddy. Nigga get uncomfortable when he can't answer basic questions and shit. Niggas get really uncomfortable when they can't answer really simple things, you know? Who raised the nigga that raised you?
Of oppression. You don't want to let other niggas participate in your culture because they come over here and degrade him. And you know the business of colonization better than anybody. These niggas is brainwashed. I'm not going back and forth with no nigga that come here from another country in search of the American dream when I know this shit is a nightmare. I'm not going back and
How you know this is a nightmare, nigga? You got corporate How a nigga with corporate sponsorships talk about America is a fucking nightmare? Help me out with this, bro. The nigga got corporate sponsorships. The nigga literally works for Amazon, Target. The nigga probably met Jeff Bezos in the elevator one day. The shit was probably awkward as fuck too. Just how this nigga talking about America's a nightmare? This is what I mean. What did Freeman's Journal tell us? Suburban radical niggas. Niggas be fat and well fed, and they think they want war.
How do it equivalate?
Fat, well-fed niggas with funny hats don't want revolution. They want more contracts. They want more sponsorships. The nigga need a bigger Puma sweater.
For no nigga that think he finna get some favor from these white people. I see you niggas that's born in America do the same shit. Michigan head coach, that nigga ain't no tether. Stephen A. Smith ain't a motherfucking tether. How many niggas have we seen tap dance and degrade black people that are from America, born in America? When niggas do it from abroad, I don't say it's an issue with them. I know that they're brainwashed by the system because they went through colonization over there just like we went through it over here. Why the fuck is
We didn't get colonized. We were a part of the conquering force, bro. That's another thing Black Americans need to make their peace with. We are not the colonized. We are the conquerors, technically. We are a part of the conquering force of America. Whether or not we were brought here as slaves, we rose up and started riding horses and shooting Indians and shit, all right? Our story arc in this country was spectacular. It didn't even take that long for us to get on horseback. It's like we got here on Monday, and by Thursday, we was the nigga on the nag, all right? All I'm saying is we became a part of the conquering force. We are not the colonized. We are colonizers, and we just need to we need to stop feeling some type of way about that. Let other niggas feel some type of way about that.
they leaving Africa? Because Europeans are destabilizing their countries, inserting capitalist dictators, fascist dictators in more democratic socialist societies, toppling governments, and then sending.
Did he say dictator or dictator? All right, I'm sorry. The mind wanders.
Europeans are destabilizing their countries, inserting capitalist dictators, fascist dictators in more democratic socialist societies, toppling governments, and then sending the niggas fleeing. Where do they go? To America. And what do? They come through with their religious minds, with their colonized minds, and destable Black American revolutionaries because they don't know no better. And it's a bunch of niggas in America that don't know no better. They only are used to being in community with abusers. We have been oppressed in this country for 400 years. Some of us don't know how it feels not to be oppressed.
You sound abusive, nigga. You sound abusive. All you do is yell at niggas. Oppression, community, black people, these niggas. All you do is just be yelling at niggas. You sound like an abusive parent.
Some of you ain't comfortable if you're not oppressed. You've never created an idea of what freedom looks like for you. Black Americans, and I advocate for this, nigga, me and Big Cat are the blackest of Black Americans. We are true to the Black American experience.
This nigga been oppressed by gravity his whole life. That's really his struggle. That's really his oppression. This nigga been oppressed by gravity. The bigger he get, the heavier he feel, and gravity just weighing on this nigga's soul. That's really what you're feeling. All that weight on your shoulder, nigga, that's gravity. You're carrying too much weight on your upper back, bro. You need to lose some of that shit. Diabetes is holding you back, my nigga.
We are proud. We also understand that our story doesn't start here nor end here. The Panthers were Pan-Africanists. Marcus Garvey was a Pan-Africanist. All the leaders and things that came before you that gave you the blueprint to feel revolutionary were also thinking about global movements, mass communal practices.
Hey, that's a great question. Let me lay this out for you. And not to body shame so much, but I mean, fuck it. Bullying is back, by the way. I hope you guys realize where we are. Because bullying is back, I'm gonna gently dip my toe in the water. But I mean, I don't mean to body shame exactly, but you know me, I get all theoretical and philosophical with the most minuscule things. Is it possible for obese people to truly be oppressed? Hear me out. I know. I be going there. All right, but think about it. Let me go look up the definition of oppression real quick. All right, because you know I like to back up my wild theories with a little bit of solid argumentation, right? The action of oppressing, arbitrary and cruel exercise of power. So someone has someone has used arbitrary and cruel power over you. A feeling of being weighed down in mind or body. Maybe fat people really are more oppressed. I don't know. I'm starting to Let me pull up the Merriam-Webster. Unjust, cruel authority of power, something that oppresses, especially in being unjust or excessive exercise of power. A sense of being weighed down in body or mind, depression. Do you think that nigga depressed, y'all? Maybe he not oppressed, maybe he depressed. Maybe that's what it is. The nigga not oppressed, he depressed. Nigga got a lot of weight on his upper shoulders and shit. Nigga heart be working too hard. Nigga be feeling some type of way. Maybe the nigga just depressed, but he feeling oppressed. But he transferring these emotions and he don't know what he really feeling. Because, you know, niggas don't really know themselves. Niggas just be going off on vibes and feels most of the time. Like, is a nigga really oppressed? How is a fat nigga with a Puma sweater and a funny hat really oppressed? How is a nigga with a contract with Whole Foods Market really oppressed? Like, you are obese and you work for Whole Foods, bro. Make it make sense. Like, you are obese and you work for Whole Foods, bro. How much oppression do you know? I don't think the nigga really been oppressed. And then here's the funny thing, right? After this nigga went on this incredible, I hate these FBA, these niggas xenophobic, all they want to do is glaze America type of shit. Listen to the nigga now. Now the nigga he talking way different on this one. Make it make sense, y'all. I want you to hear, that was the before, and here's the after. What happened in between, y'all?
History Month. We also aren't going to mix up the medicine. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it's Poppy No Black. Now during Black History Month, I'm seeing a trend of everybody from across the diaspora wanting this to be about them. This is about Black Americans' history in America, okay? We're not going to All Lives Matter Black History Month. We're not going to do that. Black History Month originated from Negro History Week, established in February 1926 by historian Carter G. Woodson.
So it's Black History Month. It's not all these other niggas' History Month, right? So all these other niggas, they don't matter no more. All these other niggas is irrelevant now because it's Black History Month. It's about these niggas right here. This nigga right here, right? Oh, right. Oh, now you an American, right? Oh, now you one of these niggas. Now you one of us, right? Like, don't forget me. I was here the whole time. Disloyal fat nigga, bro. How you fat and disloyal? Nigga got a lot of problems, bro. You got a lot of issues, I'm noticing.
History in America, okay? We're not going to All Lives Matter Black History Month. We're not going to do that. Black History Month originated from Negro History Week, established in February 1926 by historian Carter G. Woodson and the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, to coincide with the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. It expanded to a full month in 1976, officially recognized by President Gerald Ford. Now let's take it a step forward. President Gerald Ford officially recognized Black History Month in 1976, urging Americans to seize the opportunity to honor the
Yo, y'all niggas ain't shit, bro. True Hype said that's how he survived the foster care system. That nigga kept switching sides, bro. That nigga had to switch teams every time he landed in a new hut. That nigga been switching teams his whole life. Everywhere you go, you join a new gang, huh, bro? This nigga crazy, man. Everywhere this nigga go, he gotta join a new gang. Oh, bro.
too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans. Full stop. We're not going to be ahistorical. We're not going to erase our contribution. We're not going to erase our bloodshed. We're not going to erase the things that we built. We're not going to all lives matter this shit. If you have an issue,
say FBA, nigga. Say FBA. Say that shit, fucking bitch ass nigga. Just say that. You such a fucking hater, bro. Just say that shit. Don't own it now and try to not to. You want to own it without keeping a receipt. Nah, nigga. Say that shit. We got the paperwork. We got the receipt, nigga. Don't talk this FBA shit and not say that shit. No, say the name, bro. Say the words, bro. I need you to say the words.
To seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans. Full stop. We're not going to be ahistorical. We're not going to erase our contribution. We're not going to erase our bloodshed. We're not going to erase the thing.
Yeah, Miss Cantrell, why you G-checking this nigga DNA right now? Miss Cantrell, why are you G-checking this nigga DNA right now? The nigga got a lot going on right now, all right? I've been coming at this nigga really crazy the whole night, and here you go, G-checking this nigga DNA, talking about he looks genetically part white. I'm saying he's a light-skinned Negro, and that don't just happen accidentally, but that's crazy as hell, though.
Things that we built, we're not going to all lives matter this shit. If you have an issue with Black Americans being centered after the sacrifices, the bloodshed that we used to build this fucking country.
Oh, man.
The inventions that make your life, everyday life, easier.
Oh, so many inventions.
Oh, now you want to stand on Black accomplishments. Oh, now he want to talk about the Black people that made this motherfucker. Oh, you see what I mean? This is why you can't trust niggas that have a contract with Whole Food Market. And then they do a podcast about Black revolutionary shit. This nigga just say whatever. This nigga be on one side yesterday. He a fucking Knicks fan one day. The nigga a Lakers fan the next day. How you do that, bro? Nigga a Yankee fan on Monday. Nigga a Boston fan on Friday. How you do that, bro? The nigga a Blood in the morning. He a Crip in the evening. What are we even doing right now? You got to pick a team and stay there, my nigga. Win, lose, or draw. You gotta die with the niggas that you came with, bro. You can't just be switching teams because shit's starting to feel hot over here. That's not how teams work. That's how. Who raised you, my nigga? That's not how teams work.
And the civil rights movement, which allowed you to come over here with the rights that you enjoy now. We're not going to erase Black Americans' history. We're not going to dilute Black Americans' history by lumping everybody in. This is Black History Month.
No, nigga, you was just lumping everybody in. You was gangbanging for everybody else. Just in the last video, you was straight up gangbanging for everybody else. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me pull up the last video. Let me pull up the last video again so we can catch you in your full gangbangery mode.
That's divisive as fuck. Questioning niggas. Where you from? Where was you born?
Yeah, nigga, you wasn't from America, right? You wasn't a Black American, nigga. How would you know a nigga was a part of this gang if you didn't question him? Now all of a sudden you want to rap FBA, but you afraid to question where a nigga from. That's not how this gang work, bro.
Hey, I don't.
Nigga need to read the bylaws and shit. That's not how this gang work. We G-check niggas over here, bro. nigga try to pull my tether card too. Listen, I said I'm a half-blood, man. I got slave blood too. Don't kill me, bro. We G-check niggas on this team, my nigga.
See these niggas doing no work against none of these fucking Nazis, none of these fucking Klansmen, nothing. All I see is them niggas calling out other Black people all day. That's divisive as fuck. Questioning niggas. Where you from? Where was you born? Nigga gotta show you your freedom papers? Damn, massa. I gotta show you the freedom papers? Who is these niggas on this nag? Bunch of motherfucking Stevens over there trying to check a nigga blood. Want to check a nigga papers. Sound like ICE. Another 3-letter organization. Healing and perspective or hate speech and fear mongering. But a lot of us only know how to be in community with abusers. So when niggas start talking about healing.
You sound abusive though. Talking about this, you only know how to be in community with abusers ass nigga. You sound abusive. You just be yelling and screaming at niggas. This is why we gotta G-check niggas. You want to talk all tough and shit, and you get to get G-checked. Don't be all talking with your chest out, then be, these niggas be G-checking me. How you talk that big and then be crying because niggas ask you who your people is?
Too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans. Full stop. We're not going to be ahistorical. We're not going to erase our contribution. We're not going to erase our bloodshed. We're not going to erase the things that we built. We're not going to all lives matter this shit. If you have an issue with Black Americans being centered after the sacrifices, the bloodshed that we used to build this fucking country.
Oh, man.
The inventions that make your life and everyday life easier.
Oh, so many inventions.
And the civil rights.
Niggas made it real comfortable over here, didn't we? All right. I mean, listen, no disrespect. White man did a lot of things, but like niggas made a lot of things too, right? We helped the comfort level. We upped the ante over here. We gotta put some respect on our name, right? That's all I'm saying, right? It's nice over here, isn't it? You don't even feel the oppression no more. Notice this nigga not talking about oppression no more, right? All of a sudden, he like, yo, we made this shit dope. I don't even remember what it was like to be oppressed. Remember that? Remember being oppressed, nigga? I thought this nigga was an oppressed nigga. I thought this nigga was a struggling nigga. I thought this nigga was one day from revolutionary prison. He told me he was in the struggle. He told me shit was hard for him.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Shout out to Bluff City Nerd with the fireball. He's a light-skinned Keith Lee with Sherman Klump's face with the IQ of a Somali. That's why he got these big giant hats, bro. I noticed the nigga head is like unnecessarily large. Maybe it's the dreadlocks. I don't know. But he really do have an oversized hat game. Like all his hats are Somali sized. I noticed that though. I thought that I do think it's interesting. All of his hats are Somali size. It's crazy work, though. It's crazy work. True hype with the fireball. Maybe this is just me, but why is this Muppet-looking dude wearing the headphones under the hat? Oh. Questions I cannot answer, brother.
How do it equivalate?
Why is this nigga wearing the headphones under the hat? Maybe his dreads are cold. I don't know. I don't fuck know, bro. Why you be asking me all these crazy questions, man? I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all about this nigga sometime, man. I'll just be looking and pointing and laughing.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, goddamn I'm not.
Rights movement, which allowed you to come over here with the rights that you enjoy now. We're not going to erase Black Americans' history. We're not going to dilute Black Americans' history by lumping everybody in. This is Black History Month for and about the history, achievements, contributions, and just the collective history of Black Americans here.
Oh, so now Black Americans are a unique, special thing. All of a sudden, we're special again. Didn't I tell you niggas we were special the whole time? Didn't I tell you we were special this whole time? All of a sudden, this nigga want to remember, oh, damn, I forgot. Yeah, niggas are the shit for real, for real. I forgot these American Black niggas. We the niggas that make niggas cool. We were the first niggas to make niggas cool. Before Black Americans made the Black image cool, we were just low-key a commodity around the world. And then it was like, oh, wait, these niggas have skills. These niggas are charismatic and shit. These niggas can do things. We made this shit dope. And now everybody else want to shine like us. Everybody want to rhyme like Hov. Because I rhyme like I be rhyming in the road. No. Get off our dicks, bro.
And about the history, achievements, contributions, and just the collective history of Black Americans here in this country, dating back to chattel slavery. This is not about immigrants, and it's not no disrespect to immigrants. Black Lives Matter doesn't mean all lives don't matter.
See, now you equivocating and shit. You see what I mean? This is why you can't trust these niggas that be switching teams every other day. This nigga's over here equivocating. See, I don't mean no offense. It's not about the other immigrants. Nigga, this is all of a sudden he getting all mush mouth and shit. Now he equivocate. No. Don't worry about those other people. Just stand on your shit. If they get mad, they get mad. That's all right. Hoes be mad, bro. That's the way of the world. He over here, it's not about these niggas, not about... You notice you didn't have any of that generosity and charity when you was shitting on the FBA movement just the last video, right? Now, all of a sudden, this is about Black America. American Black people are great people. We're a noble, fine people. Nigga, what do you think the FBA movement is really about? Niggas want their identity to stand up and be recognized for the awesomeness that it is. And you didn't like that shit. And you still need to say the name, nigga. We got to do a Heisenberg campaign against this nigga. Say their names, bro. Say the name.
To chattel slavery. This is not about immigrants, and it's not no disrespect to immigrants. Black Lives Matter doesn't mean all lives don't matter. We're talking about Black lives. We're not going to all lives matter Black History Month. And I seen...
I literally shaking, fuck you. He says, what inventions, nigga? I'll have you know, a Black man invented the lollipop stick, you fuck nigga. Shut up. Get out of here. Get out of here asking questions. Shut up, nigga. Go home.
This topic come up, we not doing that shit. All right? Y'all got y'all time to shine, and niggas don't step on that. Niggas let y'all have that. Niggas don't try to center themselves in the middle of that. When we talk about the Haitian Revolution, niggas don't be like, well, there was American revolts. We don't do that. We don't do that. We let you have your moment. We let you be centered. For the next 28 days, Black Americans will be centered.
Oh, we only get 28 days? See, now I have a problem with that. Because, like, being a 365 plus leap year nigga, 28 days just ain't gonna work for me. 28 days sound like some whole shit. 28 days sound like the time you spend as an absentee father. You had 365 days in this month, and you only spent 28 days with your son. I can't just do 28 days. I'm a 365 nigga, bro. I'm a 24/7 nigga. I wake up with this shit. I go to sleep with this shit, man. I am who I am everywhere I go, every day of the week. How you only love yourself 28 days of the month? I mean, of the year. For 28 days of the year, you like yourself. For the other 11 months, you just glazing everybody else, bro. Is that how it is? Explain the rules to me, all right? So what are we supposed to do after these 28 days? Go back to glazing Africa? Is that what happens after 28 days? 28 days later, we all become Nigerians. This is like Black horror. This is literally Black horror shit right here. 28 days later, we all wake up as shirtless Nigerians. What do you mean we only get 28 days? Yeah, 11 months of oppression and 1 month of celebration. And it's the shortest month of them all. What do you mean we only get the short month? And then it's crazy that you had to like load it up all in one shot. It's like we gotta binge on loving ourselves and then hope that shit gets us through the next 11 months. That's crazy when you think about it. How you only rep your set for 28 days? 28 days straight, you're blood, and then you drop your flag for the next 11 months, and then you come back around again, February 1st, I'm a blood again. Every February, that nigga pick his flag back up, and nigga start gangbanging for 28 days. What type shit you on though? Like, how does this even make sense? This is what I mean. Like, niggas haven't even thought out their own position. Like, you don't even understand you, my nigga. This is why I make fun of you, because you don't even understand you, and you say shit that make you look crazy. And so here I am looking at this crazy nigga on the internet talking about he only loves being black for 28 days. Like, how do you even figure? So for only 28 days of the month, for 28 days out of the year, black people are the shit. And then for the rest of the year, what? What happens after that? We all turn into fucking gremlins? These niggas are terrible, man.
When we talk about the Haitian Revolution, niggas don't be like, well, there was American revolts. We don't do that. We don't do that. We let you have your moment. We let you be centered. For the next 28 days, black Americans will be centered. Period, point blank. Okay? I'm not doing no remixes.
Imagine telling your wife you only love her on Valentine's Day. Imagine your wife only fucking you on Valentine's Day. What do you mean? Like, this is my special time of the year? This is for me? Oh, it's so nice. Oh my God, you think this is retarded, man. This is what happens when you show up late to the party. You just be dancing all off beat and shit. Nigga said this is bottom behavior. Oh, you guys, my chat is more ruthless than I am sometimes. Like, I say crazy things, but then you type things that I might never actually say on air. I have to just ignore at least 80% of what you guys type, because like, you take it too far. Sometimes you take it way too far. You know, I have to hold back for the sake of the show. You guys get to type all reckless in the chat. Are the Chinese gonna have the year of we was Kangs? That would be hilarious. What if niggas wound up in the Chinese zodiac? This is the year of the Kang. Fucking crazy.
For the next 28 days, black Americans will be centered. Period, point blank. Okay? I'm not doing no remixes. Diddy's locked up. The remix is over. No more remixes. Okay? You're in black.
Hit that like button for me, y'all. This is what I'm about to do. I feel like chatting it up. Support the panel, y'all. Support the panel. I'm throwing the link in the chat. We're throwing caution to the wind. One of these niggas might come up here and Rick James my white couch, but it's all good though. Feed the panel, y'all. Feed the panel. The link is in the chat. Any thoughts you want to add to tonight's events? We're gonna have a quick panel. We're gonna wrap this one up. But in the meantime, apparently these chicks need jobs, bro. These chicks are unemployed, and it's hard out here for a pimp.
I loved my job. I loved it, and it made a difference to people.
But Adrienne Birch's job with the Department of Agriculture was eliminated last February.
I started crying because I said, oh my God, I'm losing my job. I'm not prepared. I don't have enough savings.
The chainsaw for bureaucracy.
As Elon Musk took a chainsaw to the federal government, Birch says she felt forced into early retirement at age 54. She gets 1/3 of her previous pay.
To get to a point where you get a great salary, maybe 6
Hold your
figures,
laughter.
you
That's
have
so
that
rude.
ripped from you. And you didn't do the job well. It's painful.
Pain that was just beginning as Birch started looking for work.
I've applied for, I think, about 35 jobs or so. I've
35,
gotten
that's it?
5 rejections. Most of the other ones, nothing.
Any interviews?
What is that?
no.
Oh my
35
God.
rejections. You know what? You need to get your CDL, baby, and stop playing.
Hey, you know what's funny? I saw Anton talking about this on a short, and he said them's rookie numbers. And I was like, I said 35. That's it? 35? Damn.
Yeah,
These
I ain't
chicks
never
are
applied to nothing 35
struggling.
times in a row. That's all I'm saying. 35, I have never been that unwanted in all of my life. Maybe I've aimed low enough that I've never been, dissatisfied or whatever. But like I said, maybe you should get your CDL. 35 is
Bro,
crazy to me.
listen. Black, I hate to say it, man, but black women are going to be overrepresented in traditionally male fields. Like if there's 5 women on a construction site, 4 of them are going to be black women.
Yep. Hey,
She need to get her OSHA card.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You remember what was it like? What 2 years ago when they was laughing at black jobs? You remember that?
Oh yeah, you talking about black jobs and all that stuff? Yeah.
Trump said that, and they tried to roast Trump for that. And here now, all of a sudden, black women don't. Now, all of a sudden, you know what black jobs are. As soon as a bunch of black women are on the unemployment roll, we know what black jobs look like. It's crazy, right?
But Hood, remember they told us to go ahead and learn to code too. They told us to go learn to code.
And that's why I say get your CDL, baby.
Okay,
real quick. Shout out to Doc Thunder, by the way. I don't know where you are watching from, but Doc Thunder, it's good to see you. We are back, man. I got my channel back. For those who don't know, I'm starting this panel up. I haven't had a panel on this channel since like November something. So we are starting everything over. If you haven't heard, the channel is alive again, y'all.
You know what?
Yeah, salute to everybody here. I just wanted to quickly comment on what Freeman just said. Like when he spoke on the construction site, because I was on.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I love that part. I swear to God, I love that
Andre.
part.
You were talking through the clip. I had to meet you up, Andre, but start over. I'm sorry.
Oh, my fault. Yeah, like to what Freeman said. Like I was on a site construction site one time, and there was 2 chicks there, and like they were driving, they were driving machines, and the one day it rained and there was a lot of mud, and they were driving a truck to get to their machines all the way through the site, driving their truck to get to their machines, and it was too muddy, so they just turned around and went home, and yeah, they got fired the next day.
It was too muddy.
Oh.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you a story, bro. I remember when I was really at like a low point, and I had a job. I just got a job, but I didn't have a car, and it was like a couple of miles away. And I'm like, still, I didn't like the bus situation was crazy, and so I had to figure that part out. Long story short, I walked a couple of miles to work that first day, and it fucking rained on me. The sky opened up on me. I swear to God, bro, the sky opened up on me like 40 days of rain. And I kept walking. And that pair of shoes I had on that day, I had to totally throw them shits away. Everything got ruined that day. But like, you do what you got to do, or you just don't make it. And a lot of people are in that position where like maybe you ain't gonna make it. I don't know what to tell you, baby.
Damn, Hood, you ruined the butters.
They weren't even butters. They was some Walmart work bullshit. But yeah, they got thrown away after that day. They was fucked up.
And that chick was trying to make it a sob story just now, like that chick in that video in that clip that you played, talking about she's 54 and she getting a third of her pay. Yeah, you deserve that. Because anytime I work with chicks, I end up doing all the fucking work. It's no different when I work with like an old ass motherfucker. Like I'm doing all the work, right? So it's like, like you deserve to be getting less pay.
Nah, the worst is that.
Sorry, fuck that.
The worst is that old boomer dude that trying to tell you about life, but needs you to walk him through everything. You be like, hey, man. You making life real hard right now, man.
All my work history has always been black women over 50 and black men over 60. That gave me the most hell.
I kind of switched gears just for a quick minute because I was bringing up the panel and all that. It was a little bit of break in the flow of activity, but I did not want to make this conversation tonight about that in particular. We can always come back to them. Black women are always with us, right? But
just like the poor.
Exactly. But the conversation was really about this guy, and I want to kind of get you guys' thoughts on this. So I'm going to start this over again.
FBA, the Foundational Black American. These niggas ain't involved in nothing outside. They ain't doing shit outside. They on the internet looking for niggas that look just like them to degrade and call tethers all day. I don't see these niggas doing no work against none of these fucking Nazis, none of these fucking Klansmen, nothing. All I see is them niggas calling out other black people all day. That's divisive as fuck. Questioning niggas. Where you from? Where was you born? Nigga gotta show you your freedom papers? Damn, massa. I gotta show you the freedom papers? Who is these niggas on this nag? Bunch of motherfucking Stevens over there trying to check a nigga blood. Wanna check a nigga papers. Sound like ICE. Another 3-letter organization. Healing and perspective, or hate speech and fear mongering. But a lot of us only know how to be in community with abusers. So when niggas start talking about healing, when niggas start talking about organization, we start talking about inclusion, we start talking about mass communal practices. You've never seen that. That's not your experience.
Who has seen that, bro? What the hell is a mass communal practice, bro?
Listen, this is the outgrowth of Blackish, right? Blackish was a show. Yeah, Blackish was a show that was to teach black people how to be the type of black person that white liberals approve of. That's what this dude is.
You know,
this is Blackish radio.
Freeman, by the time Blackish came out, I had pretty much phased television watching out of my behavior patterns, you know? So I don't even really think I've ever watched a proper episode of Blackish. I've seen a little clip here and there. I think I've seen like the elevator scene with the little white girl maybe, but I don't know that I've ever watched a full show of Blackish. So I don't even know what that means anymore.
Hey, you know it's interesting, right? Because I've only seen clips of it, but like I do not like the characterization, the Rashida Jones, Quincy Jones' daughter, who's like mixed anyway. And like it's like the tragic mulatto. He's got to overly try too hard, man. Like dude right here is like trying too hard. And I guarantee you, if I went to his catalog, right, and dissected probably 3 of his songs or some of the lyrics, I'm pretty sure he wasn't uplifting nobody in them lyrics, man.
So he was actually rapping. I seen somebody mention that in the chat.
Yeah, he was a rapper before.
Of course he was. Just like that Blood nigga. I mean, not the Blood, the Panther nigga was, you know, he was a gangbanger at one point. He probably had a mixtape too. All these niggas try to drop bars.
Hell, the current mayor of New York used to be a rapper. What's new? I mean, is this even real basis now? I mean, even the weak ass man Madonna is a rapper.
Yeah, like Hood, like good thing you actually played this clip of this, like these clips of this dude, because like I did see this first clip that part of it anyway, of this first clip that you played right now, well, also earlier, obviously. Like I seen that before, and I seen like a lot of the FBAs are mad at that, you know. But then like only now I seen the next part that you played, which I didn't know he did that at all, and I never heard no mention of it.
Give me your thoughts on the juxtaposition of it all. So like on this one clip that's on the screen right now, he hates the concept of this FBA gangbang and he calls it divisive and he say you dudes are messing up the movement. But then in the other clip that you say you just watched for the first time, he totally supports the actual bones and structure of what FBA means. Like this is a unique American identity. Like we are not like every other black person from around the world. We have a unique history, a unique makeup even. Like we are genetically more like white Americans than we are fucking Africans at this point. So like we are a new thing. Why can't we own that and be proud of it? But like, what are your thoughts on the juxtaposition of these two positions here?
What I think is he's trying to save that Amazon money.
That could be it, honestly. He's pissing off.
Direct shot.
Yeah, he's pissing off the black folks can make changes.
My bad. I said Amazon. He's trying to save that Whole Foods money since he got a sponsor with
that nigga worked for Wayfair.
I mean, same difference, right? Whole Foods, Amazon. You know what I'm saying? He bought all that. Washington Post money. You know what I'm saying? If they got any money left.
Well, Hood, the juxtaposition of the different viewpoints is the desired outcome, right? FBA is messing up the game because it's promoting just a little too much patriotism. It's just a little too anti-democrat. It's just a little too anti-kumbaya, stick up for all the Browns. right? So we got because we got to use the Browns to promote our side of the political spectrum. FBA is messing up the game. Now, when you talk about, oh, it's Black History Month, can we delineate a little bit, yada yada? It's, well, now I'm going to make a play for you should have gave us reparations. So it depends on the desired outcome of the rhetoric. So there's no real consistency in the thought process.
Look, man. Like in Hood, I know this ain't on you, man. I know I typed it. I know I said it right. But this dude, man, tragedy. Like from his hat to the headphones underneath his hat to like he just looked crazy, man. And I was
This
like,
nigga got a whole glove on his head, dog.
oh man, dog. Like, look, King Cooper on his head, man. This is like, oh, why you do that, Hood? Why you do that, man?
Yo, I don't make these things, man. I don't have the skill or the time to make this type of beautiful art. But somebody made this clip, and it is actually appropriate because he is a Muppet. Ultimately, at his heart, he's a Muppet.
Yo, but seriously though, man, like the dude, he's like a tragic character. I know somebody that I grew up with, man. Similar kind of thing, right? But not adopted, but you know what I'm saying, didn't really have the relationship with his father. You know what I'm saying? White mama. And like he tried too hard, man, in certain aspects.
Speaking of fathers, and not to really pick him apart all that much, because I don't really know much about him personally. I'm just making fun of rumors I hear. But hear me out. You know me and my points. I tend to go off on a tangent. But how much of this kind of and this sort of virulent pro-black hyper tribalist stance is connected to not having a proper father and family structure at home? Because it seems to me that a lot of this FBA, not really the FBA, but even that too, but a lot of this stuff really boils down to having like a
identity crisis.
Exactly. And having a solid family foundation is the beginning of identity. And so I think a lot of Black folk, because there is this sort of broken identity, this broken family thing, really, it helps to create identity crises later on. And I wonder how related these two things are. Does that make sense a little bit?
No,
Yeah,
it
that makes
absolutely
sense.
does.
So Hood, like I was actually I don't know if you guys are on good terms or whatever, but I was actually listening to like Ed earlier talk about like he did a stream on this about this like FBA stuff, you know, and he
No, that's
actually
cool.
said,
We disagree, but that's cool.
yeah, like he was over on Souls the other day, like getting interviewed, but yeah, so he was saying on his FBA stream that you know like a lot of these FBA niggas are like basically failed dudes that think that claiming FBA is going to save them from being broke.
Well, how different is that from the pro-black position then?
Exactly.
I mean, there could be some of that, but you know, like I don't know if that's necessarily the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, you know, like there's always people trying to discredit like whatever. You know what I'm saying? If anything comes along, somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, that's bad," because you know these 2 people over here or those 8 people over there. You know what I'm saying?
I was actually surprised to hear him say that because I have heard a lot of FBA stuff coming from him, so I was really surprised to say.
Right.
I was really surprised to hear him say that.
You know why there's going to be an awkward overlap coming from people who would, in the moment when they're present thinking about the issue, they would speak otherwise, but you will later on hear them say things that overlap with the FBA position, because the FBA position has roots. It is a far more organic position than Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism is incredibly intellectual. There's no true roots to Pan-Africanism. But FBA, like I could literally ask my grandmother if she knew a slave when she was a child, right? That's what it means to be FBA in a lot of ways, right? There are roots to this thing that you just don't get with Pan-Africanism.
Well, therein lies the truth right there. And some people don't want something to be rooted down, because if you have something that's rooted down, then you can actually hold or point to like how far you strayed, or like an actual core principle or tenet.
Well, Hood, I'll keep it a buck with you, because like you were there like yesterday. Like I seen you in the chat. When dude that was kicking the Pan African shit, once he started talking about like, if you fuck a bitch that ain't black, then like, can't respect you. I'm like, yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's a different matter. And now, don't get me wrong, there are levels to this shit where it's
Yeah,
like I don't tend to
that's why
get
they name
police and get into
names.
that type of sexual
Yeah,
racial politics. And I think I
exactly.
know
That's why they
exactly
want to
where he
name
was,
names.
right?
Yeah. I didn't want
Nut
to name
buttering
names
them.
on
Yeah, I
that,
know.
but
I know. But anyway, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I'm gonna get back to this other part of the clip. I'm gonna play a little bit more in case anybody else didn't see.
That's not where you feel comfortable. Calling niggas names, checking niggas verification. What hood is this? What hood is that? Now, if we was gangbanging and killing each other, it would be a problem. But it's not a problem when a nigga asks where you from and it's on the internet and it's on the basis of a culture that we created out of oppression. You don't want to let other niggas participate in your culture because they come over here and degrade him. And you know the business of colonization better than anybody. These niggas is brainwashed. I'm not going back and forth with no nigga that come here from another country in search of the American dream when I know this shit is a nightmare. I'm not going back and forth with no nigga that think he finna get some favor from these white people. I see you niggas that's born in America do the same shit. Michigan head coach, that nigga ain't no tether. Stephen A. Smith ain't a motherfucker.
Isn't a corporate
You damn
sponsorship
right.
the biggest favor from white people though?
Uh,
Like being a podcaster, especially, like you got corporate sponsorship and you're talking shit about favors from white people.
well, Hood, the revolution will
Bro.
be sponsored by Amazon.
It really will, though. It really will. That's why I'm sitting home.
You saying Jeff Bezos gonna be the major benefactor to the civil rights movement 2.0?
Yeah, and
Something like
you would never go against him. You will always bend the knee.
well, you guys are missing the bigger picture here. This was all filmed on a MacBook.
Man,
No,
wow.
oh, while he's wearing his Puma bowling shirt.
And a whole studio sponsored by another corporate entity. Like he's not filming this from his garage or nothing like that. Like he's in the machine.
No, but Hood, he's talking about other people not being outside.
Exactly though. You in the
outside doing what though? I mean, have you been to Minneapolis? Have you been to Chicago? I mean, niggas outside every damn day, B. I mean,
what are we supposed to be doing outside though? Oh,
no, he said you ain't taking on no Klans people. You ain't taking on no racists. You ain't doing this. But I'm like, how many times you get an opportunity? How many times you get an opportunity to just like go against a Klan in 2026?
I know, and not for nothing, bro. But like, I have children and shit. Like, I'm not necessarily that part of my life is over where I'm just about to die for nothing.
Yo, this dude is an agent. Dante Kai, whatever his nigga name is, he's an agent. First of all, the KKK is damn near non-existent. I know y'all probably see the dudes do a little grandstanding, wearing the white hoods and all that stuff, but y'all forgot one missing link about the so-called neo-Nazi KKK rhetoric. They need women. Unfortunately, women nowadays, especially Becky does not get down with that program as much. You see the liberal Karens and Becky's out there in Minneapolis, all that good stuff. You think they're gonna listen to a so-called extremist white supremacists now? They ain't got the numbers no more, bro. They basically
They do have a woman problem. I could nitpick it, but I won't. But overall, I agree with you in that sense, Mr. O. Like there are a handful of white women who they believe in that shit as well. They're just not vocal, but not nowhere near enough. You're absolutely right.
Hey, always be careful of the cats that like rise to prominence like extra fast. Cause I keep up with like, different media types, right? And like that are on the periphery. This dude pretty much came out of nowhere, man, and blew up overnight. You know what I'm
I didn't
saying?
even know who this dude was like fucking 2 weeks ago.
Well,
Like,
I remember he went viral a couple of months back when I first heard of him, but he was already big then. And it's like, how'd you get big like this? Like, how
yeah,
this happen?
Because this nigga is an agent. Look, y'all.
Yep.
Look. First of all, he plays to black people, especially naive black people, so-called emotions. He named his podcast "Grits and Eggs." What other group of people in this country actually eat grits and eggs together? That's not in the South.
I want to make
Southerners.
this point. I want to make this point. Here's the irony of the grits and eggs as a name, right? And again, being a nigga that's eaten a lot of grits and eggs over the years, you know what the irony of grits and eggs? There's not a lot of
What?
nutritional filling in it. So when you eat grits and eggs, your body be starving for food again in like 45 minutes because like it fills your stomach like with like space, like it literally takes up space in your stomach, but it's not nutritional. And that's the same.
Fuck.
And it's literally that with his podcast. Your podcast takes up space in people's brains,
Bro.
but there's very little nutrition. It's literally grits and eggs, bro.
See, I connected the dots. I connected the conspiracy theory dots. Y'all gotta listen to me, man. Y'all, I be knowing what I be talking about.
Like, just to get in on what Hood just said, like, all I could think about is the Boondocks when you said that shit. When they were talking about like the movie Soul Food, it's like she died from being unhealthy, and what did they do after she died?
They eat more unhealthy food. Hey, to celebrate her death. I'm like, damn, man.
Really, it is the ultimate irony, but that's really like what grits and eggs means. Like it's filler food. It's not really nutritional food. And I eat grits and eggs. I ate grits and eggs for breakfast the other morning, but I also ate some bacon in a fruit bowl and some toasted. Like I rounded that shit out. You feel me? Because grits and eggs by itself is nothing.
But poor people.
How many niggas have we seen tap dance and degrade black people that are from America, born in America? When niggas do it from abroad, I don't say it's an issue with them. I know that they're brainwashed by the system because they went through colonization over there just like we went through it over here. Why the fuck is they leaving Africa? Because Europeans are destabilizing their countries, inserting capitalist dictators, fascist dictators in more democratic socialist societies, toppling governments, and then sending the niggas fleeing, where do they go? To America.
Bro, can I get some more dictators?
I really miss dictators. No bullshit. Dictators kept the country kept the world in order.
Wait. So because you have a dictator, the people are able to flee. What kind of dictator allows the people that he doesn't want to leave to leave?
That's what I mean. Dictators kept the shit in order at the very least. Saddam wasn't letting Iraq go crazy, you know? Make dictatorship great again. This is why people hate Trump, because like he went to North Korea and he talked to Kim Jong-il or whatever whatever the name is. But the thing is, right? If that's the man, that's the man. We don't get to choose the leadership for every country. I mean, sometimes we do, but in reality, as a practical reality, the expenditure of it all, sometimes you just got to play the game as it's laid out in front of you.
You
and
know,
that's reality.
I'm never a fan of like of that whatever, but the inconsistencies of the people that want the world police, but at the same time don't want the world police.
Right.
Like in the same sentence, in the same breath, they will say something silly like that. I'm like, yo, what? Like you are silly, man. Like, and it's sometimes there's only bad and worse.
And that's kind of the point I want to follow up with it in the spirit of like world policing. Like, as a general rule, I'm not actually opposed to America being the world police. I just think we do too much policing in the sense that we can only control our shit. The parts of the world, there are situations that it's not necessarily going to be in our interest to just jump into. You feel me? And so I think we've just we've maybe gone too far. But the problem is, right, when you're the biggest, most powerful force on the chessboard, you have to exercise it to, at the very least, keep your situation stable and in order. And so there will always be a certain level of like projection of power. But like I said, I think we do too much sometimes.
Hey, America.
Do you notice that we're retrenching in the Western Hemisphere, though?
Yep.
Right, which is appropriate, which is, you know, the Don Roe doctrine. And shout out to Donald Trump.
We about to Monroe doctrine out of this hemisphere.
Hey, look, America's like, who gonna check me, boo?
Yeah, I mean, look, bro, we got Venezuelan oil, and now we about to get Albertan oil. I mean, you got to understand, America. If we can stay on this track, America is going to be rich and powerful.
Don't forget about Greenland. We trying to take over Greenland too.
Greenland, too. I'm
Right.
telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Look, because because they're trying to do that BRICS, right? They're trying to do BRICS and dethrone our currency with economies that are, a fraction of our size. But let's say they did, then guess what? He who wins is he who produces, he who has the most raw materials, he who can mine the most stuff out of the earth. And with Albertan and Venezuelan oil, we are light years ahead of anything BRICS can do. Light years.
And this is the thing I was complaining about the whole like team thing. You know, ultimately, Black Americans are America just as much as white Americans are. And you're either in or you're out on a certain level. You know, you have to just make your peace with some of the things. You know, no country has a perfect past or a spotless history or whatever. But you have to own the team. You know, you have to take ownership of the mission. And do you want to be a part of the losing team or the winning team? And America's the winning team right now. And why would you not want to be on the winning team? Like the idea of it all it's bonkers to me, you know? Doesn't make any sense. Like, what are you passing down? And that's another thing. This is why I question, like, not only the the father side of it, but also the children's side of it. Like, as a child, right, you get your identity from your parents, but then also as an adult and eventually as a parent, you start to contemplate the world beyond just yourself. And then, what does that mean? What do you want to leave behind and all that kind of thing? And so when you think about these Black revolutionary types, it's like, who really wants to hand their children war after they're gone? Who wants to hand their children revolution after they're
Thuggo
gone?
and Keisha. Thuggo and
Exactly.
Keisha.
No, they're just as selfish as some people say the boomers are.
Oh
They
yeah,
would
true, very true, very true.
I mean, like, because they're not thinking of the next generation or what the downstream effects of whatever they choose to do is. These people are I'm not gonna say ignorant. They just don't care. They're psychopaths. It's only about them and their egos.
You know what? That tracks because when you I read something recently about the left wing just as political culture, and they just tend to attract more more mentally unstable people. So people with all these little mental quirks, the psychopathy and all that, they will more often than not cluster on the left wing. And I don't necessarily understand all the whys, but it's a noticeable phenomenon at this point.
Hey,
But it's my bad, Mr. O. Like, but it's true though. Like people will tend to cluster together in groups. I know during COVID, I was on Clubhouse, and we did one of them enneagrams, and like 30 something people I used to talk to on a fairly consistent basis. We stuck in the house or whatever. Trying to slow the spread. 14 days and all that. And like we all pretty much had like similar personalities, so like that tracks. They tend to group together.
Guys, we're gonna wrap this up in just a minute because I'm gonna go to sleep soon. No bullshit. These overnight shifts be killing me. It's like off on one night, on the next night. It's crazy work, but I barely slept at all, so I need to crash in a minute. But shout out to everybody that came up and supported the show today. Oh wow, we got another late super chat. Shout out to my man Andre with the $5. He says, Alberta said they don't want to be part of America, but if it means they can separate from the gays, they will. I might move back to go to the US. LOL. We might just take a piece of Canada too. No, we are definitely expanding we are, what would you say, retrenching in the West, and that's a more appropriate. Like I said, I don't mind flexing the American muscle and the economic and social power that we have, but we have to be measured in all things. You can't just go out there in the world willy-nilly doing crazy shit.
Yeah, they don't want to be a state. They're better off as a territory. Like Puerto Rico has a sweetheart deal. They get access to Social Security and they don't even pay into it.
Right.
and their taxes are like 4%.
Right. And Greenland too. Like I don't think every other place needs to be a state per se, but it's nice to own things, you know.
Yeah, 50 is a nice number. Add 3 humongous territories with lots of minerals and resources and rare earths all over the place. Let's
It's
do
like
it.
it's like spades. We got 50 and 3 possibles. You feel me?
There we go.
All right, play around too much from the space games, man. You get cut.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You gotta kind of just hold your own. What do they say? Stay in your lane. But we run the fuck out of our lane. So I'm good with that, but we should stay in our lane. And so like this is why like things like Russia and China, honestly, when it comes to like global politics, Russia is a way better fit than China per se. And so I feel like all this pressure to line us up against Russia is like suicidal. That's crazy work. But you know, Illuminati shit. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. But these are the kinds of things where, like, when you think about how America has moved versus how it should move, like, yeah, it's okay to be the big dog, but like, you gotta be reasonable too.
Russia wanted to be our ally.
Yeah, yeah. Putin lately, man. Putin is like. Putin literally said, "We are fighting demons." This thing, I love Putin. Yo, Putin is the one world leader in the West who is like, "Listen, I don't know about you niggas, but I feel like I'm at war with actual demons right now."
You know what? I think honestly, in the next,
I mean, he is.
in the next 80 years, we won't necessarily be allies with Russia, but we won't be enemies either. Just because there's so much, well, one, economic interdependence, but I mean, BRICS is going to try so hard to be a superpower and a big anti-US meanie. It's going to be so precious, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Yeah, like I was saying, that's a better position to me because like Nixon going to China, that's you know, I kind of low key start to love Nixon after I hear all the other stuff about him, but no one's perfect, you know, and that was one of the worst moves for the countries, opening our trade relations with China. It's like feeding your enemy and stuff like that. But you know, Russia's a way better global partner, in my opinion.
Hey Hood, you know the two funny looking people that like talk all scientific or whatever, like the white couple that's having all the
Yeah,
babies.
I love them. Yeah.
They reported that China that like, you know, 2 members, like high ranking members of CCP, like one military and then Chairman Z, everybody else got taken out, like 9 people.
Yeah, China does that every now and then. That's just how communist politics works.
It said it was a military coup and nobody's talking about it except for them.
Oh,
isn't that crazy?
I that's the first I've heard of it because, like you said, no one's talking about it. But now you're gonna make me go look at China.
Didn't the military try to get Z and then Z thwarted it, and so he killed the rest of the party because he didn't know who tried to get him?
I don't know if that's the case with her, but that was like last Wednesday when you know, the funny looking couple when they put that information out.
Is Xi Jinping still the president of China or what?
I don't know.
I think he is.
Okay.
Here, let me.
Yeah, it was news to me, honestly.
Because I was looking for more of it, right? Because I seen them, they put it out there, and I'm like, yo, why is this not sourced anywhere? But you know, they got that closed internet, and
well, not only that, but Western media is like very controlled too. So there's another reason, and who knows why, but there's other reasons probably why they're not talking about it as well. You know.
I mean, probably loyal to the party.
This is what I'm saying, right? Like they got ties and motivations that aren't really widely known, you know.
I mean, look at Hassan Piker going over there and getting personal tours, getting his own little red book, and then coming back had nothing but good things to say about that place.
Right, like I said, Russia is a way better partner for a lot of reasons, you know. You know, Trump the other day rededicated America as a Christian nation, which was very, very touching. And Russia's always been, you know, very Orthodox Christian as just culturally, not necessarily. I don't think it's their official faith the way we did it. Maybe, I don't know, but maybe. I'm just saying, like, we just have a lot more in line with certain parts of the world, and we have to take other things into account, you know.
Meanwhile, the main country that's at war with them right now. First thing they did was, like, you know, shut down the churches.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that kind of thing.
That was the first thing they did, and then they got rid of any kind of opposition media.
Like I said, bro, demons, man, demons. Putin said there's demons out here, and I'm like, bro, presidents don't talk like that. We got Trump and Putin in the world at the same time. This is a special moment in world history.
Hey, also too, you know, it's really funny, and like it's like you can only find this in certain places. But there was like a circuit board or circuit card on one of the drones that got like commanded down or whatever with unexploded ordnances trying to go to Russia. And guess what kind of symbols it had?
What?
They weren't the neo ones. They were the old school joints. You know what I'm saying? The classic joints.
Hmm.
And we all have known about the Azov Battalion since at least like, 2016. Vice was doing documentaries like in,
Yeah.
2014, 2015, 2016.
I remember hearing that kind of thing. Listen, the world is a big, complicated place. It's nice to live in a great country like America, you know? But we're going to wrap up on this note, man, because like I said, I got to get out of here. I'm about to lay down and pass the hell out. I appreciate you guys coming out. It's been a great day. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'm going to bring the second channel back up to its previous glory, do all my main live streaming over there. I'm probably going to do it like I did before and funnel everybody back over there just to keep all the people in contact and whatnot. But it's good to be back. It really is. I don't know why YouTube was spazzing on me. All I did was give my thoughts on this indigenous nigga conversation. I didn't even say anything crazy other than maybe said nigga a million times in one show, technically. But I mean, the indigenous niggas live forever, bro. I don't know why the indigenous niggas stream was it was like the one thing that it blew the whole thing up for me. And look, now we're just back. Like, you know what? It wasn't that bad. Like, I know it wasn't that bad, nigga. Nothing I do is that bad. God
Hey,
damn.
this is Hood's well actually this is YouTube's Black History present to myself. Cause I missed the show. I missed the show.
You know, it's crazy. That is funny. This is low key like a Black History Month. Wait, what if that's why they did it? They hooked me up for Black History Month. That's dope.
Hey, you better put it on Rumble, man, just in case they take it down after 28 days.
I got my channel back for Black History, but oh my god! Shout out to the ancestors, y'all. Oh man, this is crazy work.
Hey, take the wins where you can.
I do. This is why I didn't even complain that much when it happened. You know, I take my wins and my losses gracefully as much as I possibly can bear them. You know, and life goes on.
It was funny when you was talking about it though. It's like because I remember I saw the title. I was at work and I was like, man, I can't really listen. So like I'm gonna listen to it later. And then like I was like, wait, hold on, where's the channel at?
The only thing I regret, because I listened to it, you know, it's funny. When the channel first went live, I was like I said, I was at work still, but I can listen to shit because I just be driving. So I had my headphones on, and I was listening to it at work. And the only thing I regret is the audio quality, because I was at work still when I did that. I was just sitting in my car talking with my like regular headphones on my phone, on my cell phone. So the audio quality isn't better. It's not great like this is right now, but other than that, that's all I regret. I have no regrets beyond that, you know? But good times. It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. And whenever I listen to Hood at work, I get bad looks. You need headphones, bro. That's a skill issue. Don't blame me.
Yeah, that's a you about to get fired, like, you know, in some cases, man.
Right. My shit not safe for work, bro. But anyway, man, listen, I really love my audience. I appreciate y'all for following me up and down and around this YouTube and internet streets, man. We are so back. We are back, and I got to get out of here, man. Like I said, I'm gonna start doing the majority of the live streaming back on the channel that I was doing it all from before. The Hood Conservative Live is reborn, and we're gonna just maintain the energy that we had over there. And I'm gonna work on some pre-edited content. I've been working on my my editing game again lately. I'm trying to get back into the habit of sitting down and organizing my thoughts and organizing a proper video. So now I can do both and separate the the content and see how that works out. So I appreciate you guys for being here.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
My nigga.
You know what? I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving!
Aspiring to be patriarchs like what white men have, that isn't freedom. That isn't going to help anybody. It's certainly not going to help black people.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's